going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And I didn't do my hair before the thing started. Okay, it's fine. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Riding with BCray. I am on my way to work this morning. I am back in Hawaii now. I got back in Hawaii on Saturday, I believe. Yeah, from my little training event in JBL in Washington. You can see what just the fun stuff I did when I was in Washington. I think that's the 2 videos before this one. But let's get on to Riding with BCray. So if you're new to the channel, I am BCray. Welcome to the channel. I have discussions, or I vent on my way to work in the morning. I don't want to call it vent because it's not a vent, but I talk about things on my way to work in the morning. And like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you hear or you like what you see. Today traffic is backed up and I don't know why. I'm leaving it. It's about 7:58. I'm leaving it. Traffic is kind of heavy. I'm not sure why. I must have been an accident somewhere. But then this Hawaiian accidents happen and traffic is backed up every day here in Hawaii. But let's talk about what I wanted to talk about today. And this is near and dear to my heart. So let me get it out before you start commenting in the comments. This looming government shutdown. I was in the military in 2018 into 2019 when the government was shut down at first. I was in the military then, and then I was in the military when we had the other government shutdown. I want to say it was under Obama or either it was under Bush. It was one of them. I was in the military then when they had the government shut down, and yes, people, the military did not get paid for like, I think it was like maybe 3 weeks. But neither here nor there. It is, but I'm gonna get to it in a few minutes. So the people that sits in Congress irks every bit of my soul. They just irks my soul. And you ask, like, why do they irk your soul? These clowns, jokers, whatever you want to call them, they sit their happy selves up in Congress. We elect them to sit in Congress. We elect them to do a simple job as to, you know, get a budget together, make sure checks and balances are done within the United States, and make sure we're doing everything we're supposed to do to stay that dominant power in the world. These jokers we have elected have gotten to Congress, and they have made it their own personal gain to get what they can out of the seat. They don't care about the people. They never care about the people. They have never cared about the people at all. This is all a personal gain stuff. And for you to threaten to shut down a government in an economy that is already struggling, it's just, what sense does that make? You are threatened to shut down the government because you don't like who the Speaker of the House is. Or Speaker of the House is not doing enough to do A, B, and C, and D. What about you put your little petty differences aside and pass a budget so that the soldiers that's wearing a uniform like myself can continue to get paid? It is already hard enough for some families now to make ends meet with the pay the military is already giving them, and now you're threatening to shut the government down and give them no pay. Now these parents gotta go home and tell their kids, no, I'm sorry, little Jimmy, little Johnny, little Tammy, Rebecca, whatever, COVID, whatever her name is, you can't go to Disney World this year. We can't take a family trip to Disney World this year because money's gonna be tight until our government get their heads out their 4 points of contact and make sure we get paid. Little Johnny, little Timmy, little Sue, little Ann, no, you can't play football. No, you can't go cheering because we don't have the money to afford to buy you uniforms for that because the government is gonna shut down. Then you have parents that's barely making it now have to call their employee, no, Amazon, I can't come in today because the government funded daycare that my child go to is no longer funded, so they closed their doors. So now I have nowhere to send my child. Fortune 500 company, I cannot come in because my child can't go to daycare because government-funded daycare is shut down due to the government shutdown. So now, no little baby, I cannot buy you Enfamil milk because I don't have any money because the government shut down. But these congressmen and congresswomen are still getting their fat paycheck. To me, the rule should be very simple. This is my rule, right? And I hope one day I get to blast this out on the steps of Congress somewhere. If you shut down the government, you don't get paid neither. And then you tell your grandkids, no grandkids, we cannot go to Disney World, Disneyland. We can't go to France or Paris or we can't go overseas because I shut down the government because we as a Congress can't get together to come up with a budget to make sure everybody gets paid. So now that my military's broke, my people that works who gets funded government assistance for SNAP and daycare, they're broke. We're all gonna be broke together. So you'll know how I feel, Congress, because I think Congress, you don't know how I feel to struggle. You don't know how I feel to tell your kids that they can't go to football, they can't go on trips, they can't go on vacations. You don't know how I feel because you sit up there and you got all this money. You need to know how I feel. If the government shut down, y'all yizers should not get paid too. That's the way it should be. Because right now, you're not looking out for us. You're looking out for self, as all congressmen and congresswomen do. You look out for self. The next rule I come up with, if the government shut down, the whole Congress is fired. New people are put in. New people are put in place. That's the way it should be. If you can't work together as individuals, you don't need to work at all. Me in this uniform, I have to work with people every freaking day. Whether I want to work with them or not, I have to work with them. And we make stuff happen. We make stuff happen. So at the end of the day, we promised America that we will defend our countries against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. We made that promise. The same promise that Congress made that they are not doing. They are not doing. If the government is shut down, we still have to put this uniform on every day and go to work. Soldiers that is deployed still have to deploy. Now that they're deployed, they're sad, and they're away from their family, and they're not getting paid. How do you think they are going to feel? But that's the stuff Congress don't think about because they're so busy, they're so stuck in their own personal gain. What can I gain? What can I get? Well, I'm Congressman A, and I got this big business in my state that's gonna give my state billions of dollars, and put billions of dollars in my pocket. So I'm not gonna sign a defense bill until this business get what they want from Congress. I'm gonna go to Congress and say, hey, this business need A, B, and C, and D. Congress says no. Well, I'm not gonna sign jack until they give me what I want. That's all it is. Oh, we gotta do something about immigration at the border. Well, we're not gonna sign anything until we get some immigration at the border. Now you're holding up everybody because y'all can't come together and make an agreement on immigration at the border because everybody wants A, B, and C, and D, but nobody wants to sit down in the middle to have a actual conversation with each other on what can we do to fix this. The same way the military sits down together and be like, all right, Sergeant, this is our mission. We got to make it happen. How are we going to make it happen? I have ideas. Let's put the ideas on the table. Let's figure out something. Let's pull a little bit from everybody so we can put something together. And Congress says, I have an idea. Forget your idea. It's my idea. We don't agree on it, then nothing's going to happen. That's what happens in Congress every day. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm telling you how it is. I'm telling you because I can say it. That's the way it always has been, and it's never going to change. Until we start putting in these sorry people in these government seats. These sorry people who do not care. And I say it again, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. And they don't care. If they cared, we wouldn't be having this conversation. If they cared, the budget would have been done and passed and moved on. But no, and then you got McCarthy up there showing all his 32. Oh, we're gonna get something done at the last minute like we always do. Get your ugly, you know what, off my doggone screen and go do something with your life. Won't you go, then you gonna come in on the weekend and bring your little ugly kids with you. Yeah, I call these kids ugly. Bring your little, what are your ugly kids gonna do? What about you put them in government funded daycare? Or government funded teen care? If they wasn't your kids, they probably was your grandkids. Either way, they're still ugly. But anyway, people, let me get off my high horse. I'm on my way, I'm during there at work now. But people, let me know down in the comments your feelings on this government shutdown. Hopefully, I hope and pray that they come up with something between now and the time where I release this video. Because I think I'm a video behind right now. But I'm happy about that too. I had some videos like, yeah, I got that behind it. Okay. But anyway, let me know down in the comments how you feel about this, right? Like I said, I hope and pray by the end of this, by the time I release this video, there is a funded government and we're not on a government shutdown. Continue to keep our elected officials, continue to keep our president, continue to keep each other, continue to keep everybody in prayer, because at this time we need prayer in this country more than anything on this earth. I may say what I said, but at the end of the day, they're our elected officials, and we need to continue to pray for them that they can learn to come together as a whole and start making decisions for the U.S. government and not for themselves. That being said, I love you all. I love and appreciate every last one of y'all for all of the support, the views, the likes, everything you've done since this channel has started. With that being said, let's continue to share. We got to get this out here. We got to get BCray TV out there. I'm not saying I want to be the next Tyler Perry. I would never say that. But I just want people to understand views from a senior enlisted soldier, also from a black man, also from a person that looks at stuff a little bit different than the average person. So please share it, please like it, please subscribe, and that's it, man. Love you all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.